Hello. Those of you who've actually watched some of my videos, I guess over the last year, know that I've basically given up. And I haven't, if you look, I haven't made very many videos at all over the last year. I haven't been fighting my case, as it were. In fact, I was in court almost since last March, almost an entire year, fighting for a right. Won't get into details, but it was very dramatic, and in fact, I have a mental illness. I've been forthcoming with that, and that was called into question. It was used against me. A lot of other things were used against me, but my mental illness was used against me. And I had to go see lots of social workers and psychologists. Of course, there's a shortage in psychiatrists, so I never did end up seeing a psychiatrist. I've seen them in the past, but nonetheless, in court it was determined that that my mental illness was not a factor. Put it that way. I'll just keep it simple. So I've been fighting a very crazy battle. If you're at all have any kind of mental illness, you can know how stress can in fact and this, by the way, is, I'm calling all geeks, I'll get to that. And geeks, I need your help, and I'll get to that. So I've been at a very tough year. And as I say, when you're already mentally ill and you're stressed, you already feel crazy, you already feel like out of control. And then to have a very important issue before the courts, and then to have my mental faculties, my rationale come into question, and then have to defend myself. I found it impossible to come out here and argue about volcanoes, even though I believe it's critical. Priority-wise, I had to focus on the issue at hand, and so I had no time to do anything basically other than fight for my life. So, and I won, by the way, anyways. And so, calling all geeks. That's what I'm out here for right now. I need help. Last year I've been bogged down, and I'm not really even trying out here. This is just like a gamble, I guess you could say. Crapshoot, just wondering. On the computer, on the net, there are so many geeks out there, and I used to not like you back in school. Although I did, I had a lot of friends. I wasn't a geek or a nerd, I was a rebel, and although I did have lots of geeky friends because I like to discuss geeky things with them. So I've become more geeky as the years gone on, and in fact I've come to embrace science, and so I really am a geek now. I'm proud of it, but I'm a rebellious geek. Anyways, if you look through the rest of my channel, you'll see that I have this crazy idea about volcanoes. What I need from you geeks is I'm not a computer expert. I only got a computer like a year ago. I've only been on the net for just a year, and I still don't know how to navigate it half the time. I don't know how to work any of the animation. What I really want is geek help, is anything you can do. Rather than hacking into, the military computers, or, whatever it is you do I know you have this big brain, you want to get out there and see what you can do and explore. Well, I'm telling you right now, I have a proposition for you. Even if you don't believe what I'm saying, that there is this giant volcano, if you animate it and we present it properly, I believe that people will see it. They have to see it. I can see it in my head, but I can't. And I can explain it on a board, kind of in these, terrible drawings that I've tried, with the magma roof collapsing, a pocket of air. If this could be done with animation, computer animation, it would be just so much more influential. And this is what I need. I need help from geeks. And so geeks, come to my rescue. Help me out here. Anyways, please. And the reason is, I'm going to add a link, and it's called Herd Mentality Explained. Because I'm crazy, I have a psychology, couple of newsletters and other things, and articles that come to me all the time. And one of them was the Herd Mentality Explained. And I'll add it, it's just a brief article on it. And it basically states that if 5% of the population swing another direction, then the rest of society will come there. We're not independent thinkers. New ideas are rarely accepted and embraced readily. When they're presented, they're usually dismissed and rejected, and I know the feeling all too well. All I need is 5%. All I need is we need to just convince a small segment. If you help me convince that, it'll start a groundswell and at least get my idea really investigated, really, explained why these giant holes are in the middle. And trust me, from geologists, all I've got is that it's normal erosion, and it's not, and that's it. So there are holes, and they're in a perfect alignment, but nonetheless, that's what I need, is a real debate, not just a couple people on YouTube arguing with me. That's why I've kind of not bothered to do anything. So I'm really just calling for help with whatever you can do, geeks. I'm sure you can help me. And don't just offer advice and say, well, you do this, go on this website, call this person, write this. No, I need you basically to sign up. Like, this is an army, and I'm the first soldier. I need another soldier. Otherwise, I'm just a raving lone lunatic. And I was in the military. I understand military mindset. So what I need is people to join up and say, yes, I think this, even if you don't believe it, that's what I'm saying. I think there's something here that needs to be explored. Whether it's you believe that I'm completely right, there are these formations which I think need to be understood. It was either an impact, like I said, or a volcano, but I do believe volcano. So I'm begging geeks of any kind, offer up your services, volunteer, and if nothing else, it's just to get 5% investigating. Just get the part of the flock to move, and hopefully the rest will follow. But I haven't even, I've swung off in my own direction many times. And here I am flying by myself, and no one is saying, hey, let's go this way for a bit. Maybe there's some power lines over there he's trying to avoid, or something like that. Nobody, and you can't make the flock move by moving in another direction. You need a small segment of that population to believe, or to have enough influence to say, I'm going to act in a non-flocking way. I'm going to be the end. And I'll tell you right now, I only got 2 minutes. Genius can't even be measured. You cannot test for genius. You can test for a highly intelligent person. Genius is a eureka moment where the brain cells just seem to storm, and you come up with an idea by connecting many, many random, almost seemingly, thoughts. And I believe that this is an evolutionary mutation that, in fact, I think led to our survival 75,000 years ago in Tonga, when there was a giant super eruption, which has been described, you can read about it, and humanity was nearly killed off by less than 2 minutes. Only 10,000 of us survived. I believe that we have this genetic mutation for genius, this absolute innovation of ideas, a new way to look at things, and it helped us, and I believe it helped us survive those terrible years. And there's a small segment that have this mutated gene, and they are the innovators. They are the geniuses who change society. Leonardo da Vinci, Darwin, these guys who see things in a eureka moment, who have this ability to connect many different things and come up with a new idea. This is a genetic mutation, and it's only this small segment, probably 1% of our population, that have this weird gene, who see this new thing. But there needs to be at least 4% that see the genius in it, there it is, this person has gone on. And they need to coalesce around that person. Then you have the 5% thinking a new way. The whole rest will flock. That's what I need, geeks. I need 4% of you to help me out. That's it. Anyways, I'm nearly done. I don't even like coming out here begging. I'm begging, okay? I'm on my knees. Here, I'm on the floor. Geeks, help me just swing people to look at what I've got. Not to believe it, but to look at it. Please. Anyways, I don't think I'll do any more videos. This is really almost degrading. It's not degrading, because I'm not degrading myself. I'm begging. I'm showing how desperate I am for someone to give it a real investigation. I'm running out of time. And then we have the countdown. We're coming upon 10 seconds. Okay, goodbye, folks. Please, geeks, help me.